Welcome to Mobility Outlook. This is Mukul Yudhveer Singh, and we are at Shulagiri at the Simple One factory near Bangalore. And with us is Suhas Rajkumar, who is CEO and founder Simple One. Suhas, a very general question, first one. Please tell us about the scooters that you've unveiled today.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you so much for taking your time and traveling all the way from Delhi to our factory to see our launch. Glad you're here. So to begin with, we launched our Simple One today. It comes with 6 color options. Two are special editions or the it's called Brazen X and the Light X models. And they come up with exciting features for people as well with a 212 kilometers of range. 0 to 40 in 2.77. These two figures make it the fastest and the longest scooter certified today. And that is something that consumers will rejoice because range anxiety and performance anxiety is gone. And also it comes with power pack safety features which people are longing for. It complies with all the amendments that government has asked for, 156 and phase 2, right? So that is the amendment that it comes with. Apart from that, the utility features, like for example, smart features, it has app connectivity, map navigation, all the smart features with a 30-liter impressive boot space where I can fit in everything. It is one of the largest, I think the largest utility space, I would say, where you can fit in the full-size helmet as well. So this scooter, out and all, caters performance, space, utility, and smartness. So I think it has a value proposition that consumers will definitely love.
Interesting. Suhas, it's been a long gap between what was showcased and what the media rode, and then these versions, right? What, where have you utilized this time?
So the three parts where we have localized this is: one is improve our quality and safety. Second is improve our R&D strength. Third is production capacity, right? So I think majority of the time is gone in getting it productionized. Well, that is the most toughest job in an entrepreneur's life or OEM's life, to get a concept into pre-production and put it for testing, put it for reviews, and then get them into production. So I think that has consumed most of our time. And I think we wanted to push certain envelopes like motor technology, battery technologies. So we have done that fairly good. I would say I would rate ourselves very good on that scale. I think that has benefited in long term, and that will definitely help us scale more products going forward. And I think they'll give us a ROI in the next couple of years.
Amazing. What I remember from your presentation today is about you reaching 95% localization levels. That's one. And two, you have set up your own design lab, right? If I'm not wrong. So, does that mean that Simple Energy in the future, may have a plan to pivot into helping other OEMs with their services?
Not really, because we don't believe in service-oriented markets. So we wanted to push our envelope internally. So we created that. So no, we will not be open to collaboration on the OEM level as yet.
Interesting. And now that the FAME subsidies have been reduced, right? And then there has been this long waiting period. Do you think these two factors combined together might play a spoil sport in your plans?
Not really, because I think we were careful about how we price the scooter. One, second is we accommodated for a business plan which is independent of FAME. So I think that really helps us to cater a price point which we are right now, and that will not really bother much. Of course, it's a dent in the industry. We will face glitches. We'll face few challenges of supply chain because of the cost perspective. But I think roughly about 12 months to 18 months, supply chain should be more stable, and we can be independent of FAME. But it will definitely hamper the rest of the industry because they don't have a price point. They don't have a scooter to justify the price point that we are offering. So they have a lot of work to do at back home. So I think for us it's more comfortable right now. Not complaints much, but yeah, we request the government to extend. We would love that government extended the FAME for next 2 years, not ended it at next March 2024, because that will again knock out. That'll again uh, deter the growth that EV is having currently. It has slowed down last 2 months or 3 months, but hopefully things improve, and it is positive for the industry. And also consumers might have been waiting for something good. So I don't really know if it's a price point or a scooter that is not enticing the consumers yet as a EV proposition. So hopefully in next 2 months we will be able to cater a better market proposition, or we'll understand how the market dynamics are working. So based on that, I think I can really comment whether FAME's reduction is going to help or not. For us, not going to make a big difference, I would say.
So in a nutshell, right now, that's both a challenge and an opportunity.
More of an opportunity because you have more time to stabilize, strategize, and impact. I think that will lead us in a better way. I think that always has helped, in terms of being slow, being okay with perfecting your scooters or perfecting your models and testing them through and putting out there. That'll definitely help a new brand like us to establish a brand value. Because today I think consumers will buy us not for our brand value but for our scooters. But the scooters will bring the brand value eventually, and eventually the consumers will rely on the brand itself. So that's a to and fro journey. And being delayed, of course, we lose market share. We definitely will be hampered with consumers' experience in terms of how the company is scaling. And hopefully now we can scale it faster. And of course, I would always say the delay in last 2 years has only benefited us more than damaged our reputation or anything else. So yeah, better late than never is the say, and we came up with the best scooter possibly India has seen ever. So yeah, that's why we call it a super EV in the true sense.
Interesting. Talking numbers, right? You've had pre-bookings of over 100,000 scooters, if I'm not wrong, right? How much of that you think would be there on the drawing board once you start delivering these? But let's say in this fiscal, do you have set a target in this fiscal that you would be able to do this much number?
So currently we have around 3 lakh scooters annually. That's installed capacity. We can improve the capacity to 1 million. That's a very hard push to that, but I believe roughly about 6 lakhs eventually we can achieve easily. After that, it's a hard push. We have to look into what we can really scale on. So million is what this current facility can push. And I think 25,000 per month right now is a good number to work with, because the volume still, the best of the best hasn't been able to achieve more than 10,000. Apart from that, I think a lot of scooters which are available on a discount and things like that, they will scale, of course. They're not really a competition to look at, but I think right now industry is topping an average of 12,000 to 13,000 scooters monthly. That's a good number for us to be happy with. If the numbers in next 6 months cross about 15,000, 20,000, I think we will have a lot of work to do. We will start scaling up our capacity to 6 lakhs or maybe more. But we'll wait for at least 6 months for us to make that change. But that change will come within a month or two for us, because we already have flexible lines and we have a plan ready on that part.
Interesting. And you spoke about 94 unique suppliers. From the 94 was the number, right? Are you also in the process of setting up more such unique suppliers who could support you in your journey from here?
Yeah, because a company like us needs certain suppliers which are unique in terms of how the component manufactured and done. Because a lot of suppliers which are common we use, like for example chassis, right? That's a common ecosystem which you can reliably use, but there are components which are not manufactured in India. We had to develop the suppliers ground up, right? So they were doing small scale, now they're doing large scale with us, and now they're supplying to other people also. So we played that big role in helping the ecosystem grow faster. So we are, of course, we will look at developing that further. We are giving our vendors options to move in this park. We're looking to move the supply base much faster, so that we can get in the quality part much faster, because the yield is what matters most in the production capacity. When you have 100 parts coming from a supplier, you don't want 70 parts to be rejected. That's a loss of 70% yield, right? So we want to be optimal at 95% of yield ratio in next 1 year. So I hopefully we can do that, and of course our agenda of adding to R&D and IP portfolio plus improving the supply chain going forward is going to be there. And I think not only scooters will be amazing, but will help India build its story about EVs and automobile going forward. And hopefully, our reviewers will now then talk about European standards being lower than Indian standards. So hopefully, next 5 years we can achieve through simple energy. I think that's when we will rest.
Interesting. One last question, Suhas. Would you take the dealership approach from here, or would you rely heavily on the D2C?
I think we are going with the dealership approach. One, because it's more convenient for consumers. Of course, you can book online. You will have your dealer network set up. The nearest pin code will be given the sales. You can call the dealers, or you can book it online and say the dealer that he will come down. But that guy will be your point of contact. So you will end of the day know where to go and what to do about it, right? So you'll not be left blank for a customer care to call up and wait in line or queue. You can just go to a dealership, get a service, and help on. what people want is convenience. Yes, of course, a dealer can deliver at home, which we will enable on the app as well. And you'll be happy. You'll know the person. You'll be, fantastically taken care of. And that's why we are going the hybrid model. In my perspective, it's not a hybrid. It's just an extension of a convenience for a consumer from a retail brick and mortar store to a homely like using an app and delivering at home. And that's a small extension that we're adding in the traditional way of doing it. That's more comfortable for us. We can cater larger audience, much better quality assurance is there. It's not centralized, SOP oriented, process oriented systems. I think that help a company to maintain the quality standards across. Otherwise, you as a new company can always miss certain points, and I think that will hamper the brand value. So we don't want to reinvent the wheel every single time. I think that's the best tested and tried. 20 years of dealership networks, most of them already known to us. So yeah, why reinvent the wheel when you already have? Optimize it a bit for your need. I think consumers really don't ask for more, apart from a super EV that is on sale now.
Perfect. Does that mean that there's an investment that you're going to make in the next 1 or 2
Yeah, so we will be investing in two main important things. There's one is training, and one is, of course, putting up charging infra. So these are the two main important aspects that we'll be focused on to invest in, because we believe we want to have standard SOPs processes placed in all dealerships that will open, and consumers can have same experience, be it in Bangalore, Delhi, or Tier 2 or Tier 3 cities. We want to keep the same experience going forward. As we spoke about, everyone's building an MVP, we are building an MVX, right? Minimal viable experience. So that's the notion that we'll take forward. And I think people are not going to buy a product, but they'll buy an experience of lifetime. So I hope everyone looks up. Test rides are opening soon in your cities, and will come in stronger than ever. And I hope to see you all in the cities that will go. I'll definitely, I want to travel all India, and every time there's a dealership open, I want to be there and deliver the first scooters. Hopefully we can do that.
Thanks a ton, Suhas. And
it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.